Tonight, bars and restaurants remain partially closed while sales for two industries in the region surge. What's behind an uptick in gun and liquor sales?
This as more local businesses shut their doors temporarily as COVID-19 continues spreading, and nurses in the Twin Cities share concerns.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Across the country, the sale of ammunition and guns has gone up since the coronavirus outbreak.
Now, some stores are dealing with shortages and are reacting with new restrictions. CBS3's John Cardinelli looked into why this craze has come about.
It has been a busy week for Superior Shooter Supply in Superior, Wisconsin.
It started with the ammunition, and those sales tripled in the ammunition.
And gun sales have doubled, according to owner Patricia Kukel. Because of this, her store has restricted the amount of ammunition customers can buy.
Well, right now we're limiting it to 100 rounds. It was 9. We're out of 9mm. That was the starter, was the 9mm, because that's been the most popular handgun.
The buying craze is something now seen across America, and the state of Wisconsin has set records for daily sales.
I think it was 1,600 on Monday for the state, 1,400 before that. The state of Wisconsin, that's really, one thing you can go by. So we're experiencing delays in background checks because of that.
Kukel says while most customers are not open to sharing why they're buying ammo and guns at this time, she does have an idea.
You've got countries where some of these firearms are being manufactured, Italy being one of them. And then when they're closing down businesses, that means the manufacturing is stopping.
While that is a possibility, at its core, the virus and firearm sales are certainly connected.
Fear of the unknown. There's always, no matter what it is, if you don't know what's coming, it's human nature to put some protection around you. It's fear of the unknown.
Kukel says at this point it is unclear the amount of ammunition and guns the store has sold. She says they're trying hard to keep up with the demand.
St. Louis County is working to ensure the homeless population is staying healthy amid the COVID-19 pandemic. During a news conference today, Amy Westbrook, the director of the county health department, said they recognize not everyone in the county can comply with quarantine requests. Westbrook said while there is no firm plan in place, the county is working with homeless shelters, the city of Duluth, and lodging establishments to identify locations where the county could house impacted individuals.
Either be able to house individuals who are needing isolation, meaning that they're actively sick but not sick enough to be in a hospital, and don't have any shelter to go to or housing to go to, and then also looking for the same sort of accommodations for quarantine.
During an emergency meeting this afternoon, the county declared a state of emergency, essentially closing county buildings to the public. However, courthouses will remain open.
Let's take a quick look at the number of cases around the area. Michigan is now reporting their first death in the state as the number of cases there jumped to 110 today. None of those are reported in the UP. Wisconsin saw a large surge today as well, jumping up to 113 cases. Now, most of those are in the eastern portion of the state. Minnesota has 77 reported infections. Most of those are in the Twin Cities and surrounding areas. Again, no confirmed cases in the Northland.
Dave's here for a quick look at the weather. Dave, has that snow started falling yet?
Not heavily.
Okay.
Today we had mostly rain showers and mist coming down with a couple of flurries, the traditional mix that we get this time of year. Still on tap for tonight, but indeed could shift more towards snow as we go through tomorrow. Let's start by eyeing up the temperatures right now, and thanks to thicker cloud cover, the temperatures are fairly mild for this time of night. We're looking at 30s pretty much across the board, running from about 30 degrees in International Falls to 37 down towards Hayward. Eyeing up the upper Midwest here, there's that low pressure system that's working through, and on its northwest side it's got the snow. On its southeast side it's more of the mix sticking around. Eventually that high pressure cell will slide in from Canada and make us sunny by Friday, but from now until then, yeah, we're looking for the mix. There's our night view of 169 outside of Ely. Gets kind of black and white at night, but thankfully we can see something. 60 to 70 to even 90% chance for more mix and light snow for Thursday. Should wrap up on Friday morning. How much will we get? I'll show the chart for that coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Well, there's another type of business seeing a huge surge in sales right now. That would be liquor stores.
Yeah, CBS3's Jesse Slater went to one shop in Duluth to find out why.
The last couple of days, the sales have been insane. They've skyrocketed a bunch.
Lake Air Bottle Shop is one of dozens of liquor stores across the Twin Ports being flooded with customers.
Monday's probably doubled, maybe even tripled in sales from what we typically do on a Monday.
Customers stocking up to help them lay low.
I do feel there's some sort of drive to go out and get some now rather than wait until they're all gone.
Liquor is a hot commodity right now as restaurants and bars are closed down, and everyone's anticipating the future closure of liquor stores. Some employees predict stores could even close down by the end of this week. But no matter what happens, they want to keep them germ-free.
We've been, making sure to wipe down the counters. Some employees have been throwing on gloves. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to give other people sick. So whatever we do to help save people is what I'm for.
Customers also understanding the importance for social distancing and putting lives before booze.
I know this store has a lot of elderly people that come to it, so if they could cut down on that as much as possible, I think that would help a lot.
Lake Air Bottle Shop says they are considering doing curbside pickup if they were to be closed down. For now, the store is keeping its normal business hours until otherwise directed. Meanwhile, gas prices in our region continue to plunge. In Minnesota, the average price per gallon is $2.07. In Wisconsin, it's down to $1.98. That's a 24-cent drop from where it was just a week ago. Michigan is now $1.96. Nationally, the average gas price is $2.21 a gallon.
The Miller Hill Mall in Duluth is now closed due to coronavirus concerns. Simon Properties, who manages the building, made the announcement today. They will be closed until at least March 29th. The CEO of the company said they're taking the steps to help reduce the spread of COVID-19. Duluth-based Maurice's has decided to temporarily close its stores across the U.S. and Canada. The retail chain said they were keeping the well-being of customers and staff in mind when making that decision. The closure started today and is expected to last up to 2 weeks. Staff will receive pay for the 2 weeks they're not working.
If you work in Minnesota and your employment has been affected by COVID-19, you can apply for benefits. The state says they are adjusting the process to make it easier to apply. Also in Wisconsin, certain people out of work may qualify for benefits as well. We have information on both states' policies on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Meanwhile, applications for unemployment are skyrocketing in Minnesota. Every 2 hours yesterday, 2,000 new unemployment applications came in. That compares with about 40 to 50 per hour just last week. The week's total has topped 31,000.
Parents in Wisconsin are being urged to keep their kids at home as the governor orders new restrictions on child care centers in the state. Governor Tony Evers issued those new rules today. Child care centers can only have up to 10 staff on site at one time. They also can't have more than 50 kids there at once. The new restrictions go into effect tomorrow morning. Evers is asking child care centers to prioritize the kids of health care and essential service providers. As nurses across the state are on high alert, so too are those in the Twin Ports.
CBS 3's Emma Quinn spoke with the nurse earlier today to hear his position on Essentia's preparations.
Nurses are on the front line of the coronavirus pandemic, caring for patients, the community, and themselves.
Nurses, by training, are always vigilant and prepared.
But COVID-19 is something new, even for experienced nurses. Essentia Health nurse and member of the Minnesota Nurses Association, Chris Rubesh, says precautions are being taken.
There's a lot of tension. A lot of staff are on heightened alert, as we'd expect.
Rubesh says he feels confident Essentia has prepared them to care for COVID-19 patients, but the coronavirus pandemic does bring some uncertainty, especially around if there will be enough supplies, like masks, gloves, and more.
As we haven't seen large volumes of patients like they have in other parts of the state. As nurses have raised those concerns to management, and management has assured us that they have teams in place, robust disaster response plan.
As part of nursing contracts with Essentia, Rubesh says they are able to have conversations on what they're seeing on the floor and make adjustments as needed.
Feel confident that we have good two-way communication between management and staff.
Rubesh says the hospital management has been consistently giving nurses updates and guidelines from the CDC and the Minnesota Department of Health, which has been helpful.
Today, Minnesota nurses near the Twin Cities shared their fears about this outbreak. The Minnesota Nurses Association held a press conference in the Twin Cities. Many nurses who spoke said they feel their hospitals are not prepared or equipped to protect them from infectious COVID-19 patients. One spokesperson says at her metro area hospital, they haven't had hands-on training for their equipment and haven't even been fitted for specialty protective masks because the hospitals apparently do not have them.
My question is, where are the healthcare workers in Italy getting their full suits? Where are the healthcare workers in China getting their full suits? Why are we not trying to get adequate protection for our nurses?
Other speakers at the press conference echoed that woman's fears.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the federal government announces sweeping proposals to try and help those impacted by the coronavirus. Details coming up.
Normal high temperature is 35 degrees. Today we made it to 33, pretty close. Tomorrow should be close as well, but Friday we get a cool down. Once our snow chance leaves and how much snow will we get, we'll show you the latest coming up after our break.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's happiest moments when everyone has a spot. Even spot. Save 25% plus 12-month special financing during the customer appreciation sale at Schneiderman's Furniture.
It's the extreme deal of the day. Call now and get fast internet for less than $20 a month. If you ever thought about switching internet providers, the time to do it is now. For a limited time, you can get Access Internet 60 with speeds up to 60 meg and in-home Wi-Fi for only $19.99 a month for 1 year. Plus, there's no contract to sign. This is your chance to get real high-speed internet without the high price. Call 855-330-4175 today.
Shopping for a new kitchen at Skips has never been better. Take home your dream kitchen today with Skips' new Glenwood and white cabinets. Enjoy freedom and flexibility with your own movable island today. You can rely on Skips for quality and durability at affordable prices. Stop by with your measurements and see how you can take home beautifully painted or stained cabinets today at a truly affordable price. Visit us online at skipshomecenter.com or stop in to see our showroom at 4728 Rice Lake Road, Duluth.
How does the automatic emergency braking in the Chevy Equinox work?
Oh, no. What?
Can you tell me how lane keep assist with lane departure warning works?
Lane departure warning? What is that exactly?
Kids may not know about the 2020 Chevy Equinox's standard safety features, but every parent should.
Get $4,500 cash allowance on most Equinox models. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
Get ready to travel in comfort and style with your chance to win a Winnebago at Black Bear Casino Resort. Saturdays in March from 6 to 9 p.m., 3 lucky winners each hour will score up to $1,000 cash. On Grand Prize Night, March 28th, 11 players will win the cash, and one winner will drive off in their brand new 2020 Winnebago Mini Winnie. Over $100,000 in cash prizes. Earn entries starting March 1st. Visit BlackBearCasinoResort.com for more information and make the Bear your place.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's outrageous moments. More room for the king of the castle. Find better sleep with Tempur-Pedic. Get $300 sleep cash and special financing until 2026. Only at Schneiderman Sleep.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on Live Local CBS3 Duluth. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, our low-pressure system made its presence felt today with on and off little rain showers here and there and some snow flurries here and there as well. But once we get past midnight here tonight, the cool side of our low-pressure system may start to pay off with a little more snow than rain. That's why we have a winter weather advisory in effect from just a few minutes ago now till at least noon tomorrow for northern Minnesota from Carleton County up towards International Falls, and then from Koochiching County towards Lake County and Cook County here in Minnesota. Again, I'm thinking that before Friday morning comes around, there's at least a slight chance Wisconsin and the UP could get a winter weather advisory as well, because folks there are expecting a little snow too. And by Friday morning, we could have a couple inches to deal with. I'll show you that chart in a few more minutes. But right now, we show you the current conditions at the airport in Duluth. Well, it looks like the tower cam needs to iris up. It's a little bit dark out there. I guess that happens after sunset time. Right now at the airport, 31 degrees is what we have. East winds going 10 miles per hour, 85% for the relative humidity. And now getting into the Doppler map here, taking a look at our region. Center of the low pressure is getting right over northern Wisconsin here now. And so the warm sector is bubbling up towards places like Duluth and Superior. We're seeing a little bit of rain that's happening towards Pine County, even starting to go towards Carleton County. But then in the cool sector on the backside of the low, the snow is beginning in northwestern Minnesota and will try to fill in through the rest of the region during the overnight hours. And since this low is moving fairly slowly and has its two distinct sides, the border will be wobbling through our area as we go through Thursday into Friday morning, and it may go back and forth between the mix of rain and snow and the straight up snow. But once we get into Friday afternoon, the low goes, the mix goes away, higher pressure will settle in from the north, cool us off, and also clear us up. But we will have some snow to deal with once we get towards Friday afternoon. Should end fairly early Friday morning, and I think most places in Minnesota are going to run from 1 to 4 inches, maybe 1 inch here in the Twin Ports region, increasing towards the 4 as you get up towards border country. Now for Wisconsin and Michigan, thanks to lake influence coming around the departing low, the snow could start to get a little bit heavier there, run about 3 to 6 inches. 3 for much of northern Wisconsin. The 6 is more likely for the snow belt from Montreal to Guile into Hurley and Ironwood, Bessemer, Wakefield, places like that. The classic snow belt might pull more towards the 6. Now, getting into the forecast here for tonight, we're going to pull temperatures around 24 for International Falls. Could be as warm as 33 for Park Point. 70% chance for rain-snow mix for Minnesotans. And it's a 70% shot it'll spill across the border towards Wisconsin and the UP as well. Low temps there will be in the low 30s. For tomorrow, daytime high temps, Wisconsin, Michigan. If our norm is 35, we'll beat it there from 38 to 41 with a 90% chance for the rain and snow mix. And into Minnesota, it's a 90% shot there, and the mix may be more snow than rain this time around. Minnesota high temps tomorrow, 33 to 36 degrees. Taking a look at the extended forecast here, early Friday morning, yeah, the low should go, the snow should stop, and then Friday should come up partly cloudy, but cooler. 25 only for the high temp, 10 degrees cooler than normal. Then we slowly warm up through the weekend, Kristen, and Tony as well, leading to 42 by Monday, which may in turn help trigger another round of rain-snow mixes Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday.
All right, thanks, Dave. The president is taking decisive action in the fight against the coronavirus.
Today, he invoked emergency powers that would allow his administration to ask American industries to make medical supplies if necessary. He and Canada's Prime Minister also announced the closing of the northern border to non-essential travel. On Capitol Hill, the Senate passed an emergency bill that includes free coronavirus testing, as well as paid sick days and family leave. Lawmakers are also working on a $1 trillion rescue package.
Meanwhile, hopes for a new COVID-19 treatment or that bailout package failed to stop the slide on the New York Stock Exchange today. The latest industry to be hit, manufacturing. Detroit's big 3 automakers, Ford, Fiat Chrysler, and General Motors, will all close factories temporarily. In response, the Dow lost more than 1,300 points and is now below 20,000 points, its lowest point since 2017.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, as senior citizens remain susceptible to COVID-19, we take a look at how care facilities are helping keep the elderly safe.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
4 days only, Friday through Monday. Take an extra 30% off all clearance items. Plus, get our lowest finance offers store-wide. Look at what $5.99 or just $10 a month buys. And get free shipping with no minimum. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
No one goes all in on made-from-scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's. Because when you go all in, people notice. Go all in with the new Triple Pep for just $9. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
Got you some sun protection.
but we work inside.
What's that?
He's testing the rollers.
Ma'am, I need to see your ID. But I'm your mother.
Now what?
He's doing surprise trust falls. I trust you, Jim.
Western National can cover your business and your home.
You'll get me next time.
With Western National, you'll have to find something else to worry about.
Spring is right around the corner, which means special spring bonus savings are back. For a limited time, you can get an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash on a new Ford SUV. The all-new Escape has tech to give you peace of mind behind the wheel, while the redesigned Explorer will adjust to every road and any conditions. See for yourself why Ford is America's best-selling brand. Now with an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash, get $6,250 in total cash on a 2020 Explorer. Hurry in to your local Northland Ford dealer today.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
4 days only, Friday through Monday. Take an extra 30% off all clearance items. Plus, get our lowest finance offer store-wide. Look at what $5.99 or just $10 a month buys. And get free shipping with no minimum. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Up to 60% off on the North Face and Columbia winter clothing.
Always on the go, but want to keep up with the day's news? Don't worry. Now we are wherever you are. Traveling? No problem. Stream wherever, whenever with live local CBS3.
Link Rec is having our Clear the Deck sale. $4 million of new and used boats must go.
A senior living facility in Duluth has been ramping up their safety measures to make sure COVID-19 doesn't become a reality there.
CBS3's Leanne Valdez visited Keystone Bluffs today, and we do want to make note before entering the facility, Leanne and photojournalist Wyatt Buckner had to make sure their temps weren't above 100.4 degrees. They had to fill out a questionnaire about recent travel and how they felt, and they had to sanitize their hands.
Yeah, they take us on an inside look at what other measures the facility is taking and how residents are handling the situation.
For Shirley Hopignon, laughter is the best medicine.
And it doesn't cost anything.
A dose of that has been getting her and her friends through the days.
Everything has to be fun. Get them laughing and then they all feel better.
Shirley knows what's been happening lately with COVID-19.
I'm not a TV person until 6 o'clock at night. Then I turn it on and watch the news.
So when her assisted living facility had to implement new safety measures, she understood.
They're doing what they have to do, and I appreciate it, and I think most people do, because we don't want to be sick.
On Wednesday, Keystone Bluffs changed how the nearly 100 residents will dine.
We're creating a horseshoe style of dining in here. Dining will be 3 times, so we can reduce the sizes to the dining room.
The staff has also added multiple hand sanitizer dispensers all over their building. Activities for seniors have been cut in size.
But we've also went one step further where we're going to have activities of groups of 10.
Anyone coming in also has to go through some safety measures.
We temp everybody before they're coming into any of our facilities, and we have a log sheet that asks if they've traveled outside the U.S., if they've had any exposure to anyone, if they have any coughing, any sore throat, any fever.
And as far as packages, letters, and medications go,
packages are delivered outside. Medications, we pick them up and have a system to get them outside.
Natalie Zelensnikar, CEO of Keystone Bluffs, says the measures have been changing by the day, and she's sure more are to come, but their goal will always stay the same.
Our #1 priority is to protect the whole and to try to avoid having large numbers becoming infected.
And as for Shirley, she likes it here a lot.
The staff here is so good. You know, they will do anything you say, except give you a bottle of rum.
Hey, somebody's got to change that. Well, for now, family members are still not allowed to visit their loved ones, but they do have a line they're able to call and visit. Stay with us. Kelly Hinseth is up next with sports.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Stop by your local Super One Liquor for all your party and gathering needs. With locations throughout the Northland and northern Wisconsin, Super One Liquor has a commitment to delivering outstanding service, variety, and top quality wines and spirits. And don't forget the massive variety of ice-cold beer and beverages, all at the low prices you've grown to expect. Visit superoneliquor.com anytime to view our weekly ads and in-store specials.
So stop by your local Super One Liquor store. Come for the service. Leave with the savings.
Right.
Everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit. Race in for a great deal on the Honda Accord. Only at the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event.
New ownership means new inventory. Link Rec is having our Clear the Deck sale. $4 million of new and used boats, engines, and accessories must go. All discounted with savings up to $22,000. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime sale. Something for everybody, something for every budget.
Here at Angie's Closet, we are a women's consignment boutique that carries a variety of women's clothing in all shapes, sizes, and styles that are friendly on your wallet. Come let Angie and her team help you refresh your spring wardrobe. We feature name brands like Calvin Klein, Kate Spade, J. Crew, and more. Come see why women from all over the country say this is the best consignment boutique they have ever shopped. Stop in today at Angie's Closet, located on Tower Avenue in Superior, Wisconsin.
Join us for Lake Superior College's Aviation Career Night, Friday, March 27th, 4:30 to 7 p.m., located at LSC Center for Advanced Aviation. Learn about LSC's aviation programs, including professional pilot and aviation maintenance technician. Learn about admissions, financial aid, and more. RSVP today.
The fun never ends at Black Bear Casino Resort. With over 1,800 of the hottest slot machines and our thrilling selection of table games and 500-person bingo hall.
My place for gaming.
From casual to fine dining, satisfy your taste buds at one of our 3 dining venues.
My place for dining.
And relax in comfort with all of our first-class amenities.
My place to stay.
Looking for the party? Look no further than the Otter Creek Event Center.
My place for fun.
Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com and make the Bear your place.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Jack Connolly, Junior Lassard, Chris Marinucci, Bill Watson, Tom Kerbers. What do these guys all have in common? Well, all of them were Hobie Baker Award recipients. And as of today, junior Hibbing native Scott Prunovich is hoping to join that group. Prunovich was announced as a top 10 finalist for the prestigious award. The defenseman is the first to be nominated for the Bulldogs since Connolly in 2012. Prunovich has had an outstanding year for the books in his junior campaign. His 34 assists and 6 goals are without rival in the NCHC amongst defensemen. The two-time All-Americans 22 power play goals and 34 assists, also ranked first and second, respectively, among all NCAA skaters. And when I said 22 power play goals, I meant points. Scott is the 9th Bulldog ever to be nominated for the award. The winner will be announced on April 2nd on the NHL Network. Since the award was introduced in 1980, no school in the country has produced more winners than that of UMD. And UMD has had a pretty rich history of guys being successful at the professional level, even with the way that the season came to a halt. That doesn't look like it's going to stop, because senior defenseman and captain Nick Wolf is the first guy this year to officially sign with an NHL organization. Wolf, a native from Eagan, Minnesota, has signed a 1-year entry-level contract with the Boston Bruins. He served as a co-captain for this year's squad In his time at UMD, Wolf was a part of 3 national championships. The last 2 he helped win. Wolf notched 10 points, all assists this season. He's taken shifts in 156 lifetime games. That's the 5th most out of any NCAA Division I hockey player. That includes 12 NCAA tournament outings, which is just 2 shy of the national record. The UMD men's basketball team continues to add to its recruiting class. The newest addition is guard Joshua Brown from Park Center High School. Brown verbally announced his commitment via his personal Twitter page earlier today. In 26 games for the Pirates, Brown averaged 14 points per game. The Bulldogs graduate 3 from the guard position. That includes Logan Rorscheib, Trevor Entwistle, and Cody Tomlinson. After the Vikings parted ways with defensive tackle Linval Joseph on Friday, the 10-year vet found his new home today. Joseph agreed to a 2-year, $17 million deal with the Los Angeles Chargers. He spent the last 6 seasons in Minnesota and is coming off a season in which he had 44 tackles, 3 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. With Joseph out of the picture, the Vikings will likely turn to Jaleel Johnson or Jalen Holmes to fill out that position. And the Vikings were quick to find another replacement for Linval. Reports are saying that Minnesota has agreed to terms with defensive tackle Michael Pierce. Pierce comes from Baltimore, signing a 3-year deal with the Vikings. Originally signed by Baltimore as an undrafted rookie in 2016, Pierce spent the first 4 seasons of his pro career in Baltimore, starting 30 of 60 games played there, including all 14 games he played last season. He recorded 35 tackles, 19 that were solo, 2 tackles for a loss, and 3 quarterback hits and 1 fumble recovery last season. In other NFL free agency news, per report by the Star Tribune, the Vikings are bringing back Sean Mannion to back up Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. It's a 1-year deal. He started in 1 game last season, that Week 17 loss to the Bears. Mannion was 12 for 21 in that game with 2 interceptions and no touchdowns. This will be his 6th year in the NFL and 2nd with the Vikings. Elsewhere in the NFC North, the Bears are bringing in a new quarterback to compete with Mitchell Trubisky. Chicago sent a 4th-round pick to Jacksonville for Nick Foles, the former Super Bowl MVP in his time with the Eagles. With this last season, Foles played in just 4 games, suffering a collarbone injury that sidelined him the majority of the season. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health, St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the U.S. Ask your doctor how to keep your heart healthy.
4 days only, Friday through Monday. Take an extra 30% off all clearance items. Plus, get our lowest finance offer store-wide. Look at what $5.99 or just $10 a month buys. And get free shipping with no minimum. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Vaping has been declared a national epidemic among youth. 1 in 3 high schoolers vape in northeastern Minnesota.
My child started having seizures from vaping. There's still so many unknown chemicals.
1 vape cartridge has as much nicotine as at least 2 packs of cigarettes.
My child was hospitalized with severe lung injuries.
They said it was no big deal.
My child said it was no risk.
That it was under control.
That's what my child said. But what could I have said? Get the facts and talk to your child today.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, score an awesome deal from Cary Toyota in Superior. Drive away in a new all-wheel drive RAV4 XLE for $249 per month, or save $4,000 to $4,800 on remaining new 2019 fuel-efficient Prius or Sporty Camry, and save big over $6,000 on this new all-wheel drive Highlander Limited. Toyota's Ready, Set, Go sales event now through March 31st. Hurry in to score your awesome deal from Cary Toyota in Superior, voted best car dealer in the Northland 21 times.
I don't believe there's another meteorologist in this area who has the experience and years that Dave has. His experience, that's something that's really special to CBS3.
He worked his way up from janitor up to a weather guy.
He's just like this bastion of knowledge.
Get to know Dave Anderson weekday nights on Live Local CBS3.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Elkhorn. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
4 days only, Friday through Monday. Take an extra 30% off all clearance items. Plus, get our lowest finance offer store-wide. Look at what $5.99 or just $10 a month buys. And get free shipping with no minimum. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for a buck suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Hey, Dave, are we seeing any of that snow yet, or?
In northwestern Minnesota, the snow is finally coming, replacing that little spritz of a mix that we had earlier today. Well, whether it's a mix or snow, it should continue through Thursday, maybe into early Friday morning before we clear up for the weekend.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Facts.